the rum and the coke and mix it all up. Put the rum and the coke and mix it all up. Oh, hello there. Zach's here again for my 13 Slays of Halloween. Rum, coke. Very good. Coke Zero, in fact. I just watched this Zombeavers. Oh dear God. This movie. I don't know what really to think about this movie. I mean, the name says it all right there. Beavers that are zombies. I mean, the concept is interesting, and the execution was. It left me a little. I found it lacking. And the fact that. I mean, the movie reminded me of if Friday the 13th Part 3 met Creepshow 2. It was another train Creepshow, I forgot which one it was, but it was another camp scene. But it reminded me of, you took those two camp things, and you put the Cabin Fever in there, and this is the movie you get. Now, I think this is actually the same freaking cabin in Cabin Fever. I mean, I mean, the first 25 minutes is just basically introduction to the characters, and it's all the B plot, and it doesn't entertain me at all. I mean, the first 5 minutes of the two truckers, that was funny as hell. Those two guys I loved. It just shows you that pretty much the lesson of this movie is, do not text and drive at the same time, because if you do not do these things, you'll create zombie beavers. I mean, honestly, the best characters in this movie was actually Zoe, who surprisingly is the slutty archetype character in this movie, in this typical genre, and she actually survives throughout the entire movie. I was like, okay, she's gonna bite it. She's gonna bite it. Oh God, she's gonna bite it. And she surprisingly survived the entire movie. And there's another character in this movie, Hunter guy. He's just a pretty much hunter. I kept on hoping he survived, but no, he gets died. Damn it. It was. I mean, anytime those two characters were on screen together, it was actually a fun movie. Anytime they weren't on screen, it was like, yeah, basically that. It was basically me trying to be entertained, and it was very hard to be entertained. This movie was fun in some regards, but also it made me wish to pretty much try and endure this. And it was bad. This was bad. But I understood why it was trying to be so bad. It was good. It knew what it was. I mean, you have freaking zombie beavers, and you have human hybrid zombie beavers, and it's ridiculous. It's like, I mean, it's a ridiculous thing. I mean, I knew that was coming, but I was like, okay, what is this gonna look like? Is this gonna be like? Oh God, it actually is outrageous. Oh. Honestly, in the end, it reminds me of Dead Snow, the original Dead Snow. Is that it's a good premise. The cast is all right, but it's just the execution leaves me rather wanting to look for more. And it's the same thing with the original Dead Snow. I mean, I had the same problems with that one. Sequel, I love to death. That's the best. It's one of the best sequels I've seen. But this, I mean, some of this, I mean, the horror cliches are just, and I still don't understand some of this too. I mean, one guy's missing a leg. He had it chewed off by the beavers. And yet he somehow is able to walk again. Perfectly fine. And start munching on people again. I wanted to see a beaver foot or something indication. But instead we get a long transformation shape of the character I didn't want to see. I mean, it was a good trick. I knew it was coming because she got scratched like hell. But I honestly thought she'd be the final girl, doing all the setup she had in the beginning part of the movie. I was like, okay, here's your final girl. Here's the poor slut who's gonna die first, and you have the jock. Oh, he's gonna die bad. And then you have the love interest who pretty much is a douche, but he'll have a heart of gold, and maybe, he'll probably die. This is a horror movie, and this looks like this type of horror movie. He'll die a horrible death. And sure enough, I was right in that regard. Oh God, ugh. Ouch! It's a dick blow off, man. That's ouch. I mean, you actually see it too. It's like I mean, this movie doesn't shy away from the gore, but I honestly was disappointed though. I mean, I was hoping for something so bad it was stupid. Like pretty much, like the Maniac Cop. It's such a stupid but fun premise. This is a stupid premise, but there's not much fun to it. It just left me lacking. It felt something was missing. I guess that's the same thing happened with Red versus again Dead Snow. I felt something was missing in that, and Dead Snow 2 corrected that error and 100 times way more with the zombie arm, with the Russian zombies. You had so much going for that movie, and this one, I mean, it's again like Dead Snow. It's pretty much it left me dry. It just I didn't feel anything but. Bruce is looking pretty good right now. Yeah, that's right. It really is. Ugh. Ugh. Maybe I had a little too much rum with this. Honestly, if you really want to see this concept, you really want to be mortified at human beaver zombie hybrids, go ahead. That's worth the price alone of seeing this movie. But it's just, it's the wait to get to that part. It's just such an arduous thing. And honestly, it pisses me off too. You could have had bears versus zombie beavers. We don't get that. It was right there in the movie. A big black grizzly bear, and it never happens. Come on, movie. You had to have budget enough for a bear versus zombie beaver fight. Hell, you could have probably had a zombie beaver bear. That just sounds amazing. Why didn't you do that? Honestly, I can't believe how awful, but it's like something you can't watch. It reminds me of Thanksgiving. This was so bad, but I couldn't look away from it. It was like, okay, almost like the movie was badly paced. That's what I got to say about this. This was a badly paced movie. It took too much to set up. I'll give it that it did nice twists and turns, but other than that, I felt disappointed. I honestly was disappointed in this movie. I wanted more. And even the ending didn't leave me satisfied, even though the return at the end, and I mean, it finally happened, but still, the truckers, I mean, oh, those stupid truckers, they remind me of, like the guys from the Return of the Living Dead series. They're so stupid. I kind of expected them to die, but nope, they're alive. They survived. And I honestly just, This probably something forgetful in the end. I mean, I honestly, there's nothing really to take away from this. There's nothing memorable except you'll laugh at some of the deaths in this. You'll be probably disappointed. I mean, I was disappointed. I expected so much. I thought this would be a good film. So bad it would be good, but it just left me bored. Left me going right to the booze. I don't know what to expect next. This is not going to be good for me. This is not going to be a true endurance run because I know what's coming next. And I know I'm not going to. This movie didn't satisfy my so bad it's good. I know the next one I'm going to be watching Unripped, and it's not going to be good. I'm kind of scared now. So yeah, Zombeavers. The fast forward button is your friend. I may want to skip a few things. I mean, if you really want to spend an hour and a half to kill, this won't do you any good. But then again, it might be an hour and a half of life. You could be doing something better elsewhere to watch. Why did the hunter have to die so early in the movie? I liked him. He was fun. He was good. He should have been the last guy to survive. No, he had to die. And it's also no zombie beaver bear. How could you fuck that up? A zombie beaver bear. That's even better than a human zombie beaver hybrid. Anyway, that's my review of Zombie Beavers. Just very disappointed. Till next time, folks.